In 2015, Corrado created the Casa Ruby Shelter for LGBTQ youth. This shelter has been a safe haven for many LGBTQ youth around the city. It's situated on Georgia Avenue in Northwest Washington, D.C. Mumps symptoms include feeling feverish, feeling tired and achy, and having swollen salivary glands on the side of your face. Mumps can be serious, however, most cases clear up within a few weeks. Even with the rise of black businesses, they still lag behind their white counterparts, accounting only for 3.3% of employee receipts versus 96.7% of employer receipts for white businesses, according to Fortune.com. In fact, some celebrities have declined the opportunity to perform at the inauguration. And some 60 Democrats, including Congressman John Lewis, have confirmed that they will not be in attendance for the inauguration. As a transgender woman herself, Ruby Corrado knows firsthand about how fearful living in the LGBTQ community can be.
Once I transitioned my gender, it felt like I was being punished. And I experienced a lot of discrimination, a lot of violence. And overall, it just felt like all the doors had closed to me.
Originally from El Salvador, Corrado has lived in Washington, D.C. for 27 years and has worked tirelessly as an advocate for the LGBTQ community for the last 20 years.
So early on, I became an activist for disfranchised communities, such as trans people, LGBT, and immigrants, who also in D.C. were finding very few opportunities.
Corrado created the nonprofit organization Casa Ruby in April 2004 in order to meet the needs of Latina transgenders and LGBTQ immigrants. It has since grown to reach many races and cultures within the LGBTQ community.
She goes above and beyond for everyone. If it wasn't for Ruby, I don't know where I would be today.
Did you know there was currently a mumps outbreak in the United States?
Nah, I didn't know there was a mumps breakout. That's crazy.
No. Really?
Since 2015, the nation has seen a mumps outbreak that hasn't been this large in a decade. The CDC has reported 5,311 cases and counting since December 31, 2016. Mumps symptoms include feeling feverish, feeling tired and achy, and having swollen salivary glands on the side of your face. Mumps can be serious, however, most cases clear up within a few weeks. Since 2015, many cases have been reported from university campuses because major contributing factors are attending the same classes as someone with the virus, living in the same dormitory, or just being in crowded environments. Some Howard students are worried about an outbreak nearing the campus.
I didn't know that there was a mumps outbreak occurring, but being that even though I live off campus, it's still very worrisome because I'm in these classrooms with a lot of people and I am in very close contact with a lot of students on a daily basis.
According to the 2012 Census Bureau survey of business owners, minority-owned businesses increased from 5.8 million to 8 million between 2007 and 2012. With the steady rise of black-owned businesses, many black people are questioning whether these businesses receive adequate support from black consumers or not.
A lot of consumers, they want the cheapest route as opposed to what is quality and what they're supporting. So sometimes it's a lot easier to go on Amazon. It's a lot easier to go on eBay because, it's fast, it's cheap, and you will get the same, not the same quality product, but the same type of product. So they don't receive enough business because that's just the consumer mindset. They just want the cheapest and fastest thing.
Even with the rise of black businesses, they still lag behind their white counterparts, accounting only for 3.3% of employee receipts versus 96.7% of employer receipts for white businesses, according to Fortune.com. Owner of Eden Clothing Brand, Daniel Owayele, explains why he thinks that is.
As far as clothing brands, I feel like many clothing brands price their stuff extremely too high. So at the end of the day, they're not just going to buy something just because it's a black business. Even though they would like to, they're still going to do the thing that's most cost efficient.
Here in the nation's capital, everyone is preparing for the inauguration. The inauguration will take place Friday, January 20th. While the inauguration will host some 800,000 people, many people will not be in attendance. In fact, some celebrities have declined the opportunity to perform at the inauguration. And some 60 Democrats, including Congressman John Lewis, have confirmed that they will not be in attendance for the inauguration. Particularly at Howard University, many students have opted out of going to the inauguration.
I didn't get to go see President Obama inaugurated. I won't go to see his predecessor. I don't think it's right to celebrate a man who, before he defamed discredited and just outright disrespected his predecessor. So what I'll do is be thinking about the 8 years before the man who's leaving office and his legacy, which is still intact.
People have also come near and far to attend protests and other events the Capitol will host this weekend.